And my anxiety, just so I can clear up for anyone who hadn't heard about it, I think I've spoken to you about it before, but to clear it up, where it came from was my condition with epilepsy. So I have an epileptic problem. It's just called epilepsy because it's a weird thing. My neurologist was like, I don't know what you've got, but it's sort of like this, so that'll do. So what happens is I lose control of my eyes, I go blind in this eye, and my head turns like that. I can't pull it back, I can't do anything. It's a very weird situation. It's happened to me for a long time. It used to happen when I was playing footy. I'd take a hit up, and because of the big collision and basically it happens when my eyes can't focus, and it's a whole weird fucking thing. But it used to happen in the footy field, very embarrassing. And one day after about 3 or 4 years of having it, it happened to me while I was running water for the footy team. And I don't collapse, I stay conscious, but I sort of sat down on the ground because it's a weird experience. And it was very, very embarrassing. And then post that, I started having all these really weird tension through the neck, and I thought I had something wrong with my neck. I had an MRI, there was nothing wrong with my neck. And at that moment, my doctor, who's the night's doctor, Peter McGeek, he said, you've got anxiety. And I didn't believe him. I was like, I have nothing to be anxious about. But it's funny you mentioned earlier on in this podcast about the burning sensation across your back. Yeah. You're the first person that I've ever heard talk exactly about what I felt like for almost a year. Done on a daily basis, this burning, weird sensation that you're always constantly trying to like stretch out. And over time, I've learned the only way it disappears is when you stop thinking about it and stop, worrying about it.
I used the cold shower. That was the only way for about 3 months that I could manage it in the middle of the night when it would wake me up.
Right.
Middle of winter, cold shower, because it was burning.
Yeah. It feels almost
weird.
It's a weird thing.
But really debilitating.
And that's one of the things. The physical symptoms of anxiety is something that a lot of people don't understand. No. That even my old man, he said to me, mate, you just need to be able to calm down more. And that's true. But when you're in an anxious state, when you constantly have your cortisol levels through the roof and you don't really know how to sort of fix that, you can be sitting there watching TV, relaxed. You've had a big day, whatever. You've got home. And you feel like instead of this relaxing, nice moment with a cup of tea, you've got a tiger next to you threatening your life. That's how your adrenaline is rushing through your body. That's how your blood vessels are dilating. You're sweating, you're freaking out, you're having hot flushes. I thought I was going through menopause. That's how fucking crazy I was. All in the meanwhile, I'm going through this enormous growth in my career. I'm going on tour. It was the best time of my life, and at the exact same time... Professionally, at the exact same time, and personally. Beautiful relationship, the whole thing. Yeah. But when it came to my own mental health, I've never been sadder. I wasn't depressed, I was just in this horrible place. And it's only through seeking treatment, improving my own life when it comes to... It's a weird one for me because I work at home. So I would get up, I would not want to be at home, and I'd sort of do a bit of work here and there. Now that I put structure in place, I've got a couple of dogs that depend on me. I get up.
Dogs are very good for mental health.
Absolutely, because they love you.
They do, unconditionally.
Yeah. And they'll always look to you. They'll always be happy to see you. Unless you got a real shit of a dog. Put that out the back. That'll be right. I got a greyhound. And honestly, if people are watching this and you want a dog, the greyhounds are the best dog to get. Rosie is mate. I don't know if you've ever had much experience with greyhounds, but they are...
we know people. I know people who race them, but they treat them so well. They treat them like they sleep inside.
Beautiful.
They are home pets.
And that is the thing with the greyhound racing industry. I don't like the people that treat them obviously terribly, the ones that take them out the back and hit them with a rock and kill them. But there are good people in that.
Absolutely.
And that's important for people to know. Yeah. The thing with greyhounds is people think, you got to take them out. You got to walk them. Mate, my dog Rosie, right? She sleeps all night. We take her for a 10-minute walk. She sleeps all day. Take her for a 10-minute walk at 6 o'clock, and she sleeps all night. That's all she does. She's the laziest thing I've ever met, but the most loving and caring animal. And as you said, that's all sometimes someone needs in their life to lift them past that point of sadness.
So true.
But with myself, as I said, I seek treatment, and it was a weird thing to do. It was a hard thing to do. And even though no one knew about it, other than my immediate family, it still felt like I was living this weird sort of existence where something was wrong with me, I was damaged goods. And to sort of have that conversation with your own mind. And now to look back on it, I know that that was the best decision I could have made. Because over the 6-month period, I thought I was going crazy, as I said, and you sort of start to obsess. Well, I did anyway. You have this obsessive disorder almost where you constantly check for anxiety.
Yeah.
You make sure that...
And that actually makes you more anxious.
And now that I've sort of been through the process and it's been 2 years, I'm sort of getting to the point where, I can sort of understand what's going on. If I'm getting anxious, I don't think, I've been anxious all day. I go, I was fine 10 minutes ago. It'll be right. It'll work itself out.
It will pass.
It does pass.
Yeah. Well, this will pass. It's the Buddhists, I think. They say that. Very true.
Absolutely. It's very true.